Um, um. SAT gods, give me predictions for the September test. What will be on it? Okay. Hey everyone, Sebastian here, back again with more SAT math for you all. As you just saw, I communed with the SAT gods, and I have 4 questions that I'm predicting will be on the SAT. They're all hard level questions, so let's try them out. If root x to the 7 over cube root x to the 5 equals x to the a over b for all positive values of x, what is the value of a over b? Okay, so the way you want to do this, you want to simplify this into one thing. How does that work? Remember, when you're dividing bases, you're subtracting exponents. So let's first make them into fractions and work from there. So the top is actually going to be x to the 7 over 2. And on the bottom, we have x to the 5 over 3. So we're going to do 7 over 2 minus 5 over 3. You could plug that into Desmos, or you can do it here, make them common denominators. So you have 21 over 6 minus 10 over 6, and you're going to get 11 over 6, and that's going to be your answer. So this one, believe it or not, is labeled as hard by the SAT, because I think a lot of people forget how to subtract the exponents, and they get confused by having it being in roots and then being converted into a fraction. But you can convert into a fraction straight away by doing the root as the denominator. Okay, so if you have questions on that, let me know. But I'm going to go on to the next one. We have 3 more in this, and then we'll be good. Triangle A and triangle B are similar triangles. Triangle A has side lengths that are 169 times the side lengths of triangle B. If the area of triangle A is n times the area of triangle B, what is the value of n? Okay, so what you need to remember here is that when we have a side length multiple, to find area, we square that side length. Why? Well, we have a little square. Let's do squares because that's easier to think about. And just understand that it's going to work the same way with triangles. So let's say this is x. X, 2x, 2x. Here we're going to get x squared. Here we're going to get 4x squared. So when we doubled it, do you see that this is 4? If we had tripled it, it'd be 9x squared. This part's always going to get squared. So same thing with a triangle, right? If it's similar, let's say this is B and H, and then the other one is going to be 2B and 2H. When we multiply them, we would get here HB over 2, and on this one we would get 2HB. Because it'd be 2HB times 2B, you get 4HB divided by 2, right? And then we get you 2HB, again, times 4. So here it's 169 times, so instead of a 2, it would be 169. 169. So what you would do is you would do 169 squared, and that's going to get you 28,561. You could just plug that into the calculator. That's what I did. And it's nice and clear. Again, this is hard level, but it's about the concept that makes it hard. It's not actually the math that makes it hard. So really think about that. And if it's a volume, you're going to cube it. Okay? So we're halfway through. Let's try the next one. In the xy plane, line P intersects the y-axis at the point 0, 4 and passes through the point -2, 2. The point -12, z lies on line P. What is the value of z? So basically we have it like this. We don't need to draw it out, but I'm going to do it just to show you. The y-axis is 0, 4, and then we have this point -2, 2. Okay, so we have to find the slope, and then we're told the point -12, z lies on it. So what is z? So the slope will be y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. So we're going to get 4 minus 2 over 0 minus -2, and that'll give us 2 over 2, which equals 1. We have a slope of 1. and a y-intercept of 4. So our equation can be y equals x plus 4. So when we plug in the negative 12, we're going to get y equals negative 12 plus 4 equals negative 8. Exactly. Again, I think the thing that throws people off is that you have to find the slope and then use that for this point. It's made a little bit abstract. If they just asked for the slope, I think everyone would consider this an easy question, but because of this slight change, it becomes hard. Okay, and I've been seeing this more and more on the SAT, so I predict it's going to show up on the test. Oh, and yeah, the gods told me about it. All right, so let's try one last one here. The speed of a bicycle is increasing at a rate of 600 miles per hour squared. What is this rate in meters per second squared, rounded to the nearest 1,000th? Use 1 mile as 1609 meters. Okay, so we have 600 miles per hour squared. So to convert from miles to meters, we're going to do 1609 meters in 1 mile. And then to convert from hours to seconds, we're going to do 3,600 seconds over 1, and then 1 hour on top. And we're going to square it because it's hours squared because it's acceleration. So when we do that, we're going to have 600 times 1609 over 3,600 squared. And that gets us, again, you want to use your calculator for this, 0.744. So that will be B as in boy. Okay. So again, you just want to be careful keeping track of everything and understand that you want the units to cancel out. If you can do that, even though this is labeled as hard, I think you can all get this question. All right, so that's it. That's my 4 predictions. I did 1 in advanced math category. I did 1 in geometry. I did 1 in algebra. And I did 1 in problem solving and data analysis. So if you can do all these, I have a very strong sense they'll appear on the test, and 4 easy questions, that's probably about 50 points on the test. So good luck with it all. If you have questions on these, let me know. If you have other questions you want me to cover, I'd be happy to do that too. Talk to you soon. Bye.